Do you want me here and you there?
No, I'll be here.
You're here,
Yeah,
I'm
because
over here.
I'll kind of slide around behind you.
Okay, right. Well, this is a fabulous way to finish the show.
Yeah.
Therapure is an air purifier with a few twists and differences and advantages. Anybody that's struggling with hay fever and allergies and the itchy eyes and the sniffly nose, we know the importance of helping to clean the air, to remove the dust, the dander, the allergens, the pollution that's in the air. Having an air purifier helps to do that by far.
Oh yeah.
Therapure has been one of our most popular because it has a permanent filter. You never need to spend any money on the filter. It is one and done. This Therapure has another advantage. It also has a UV light, which we'll talk about. It's a 2-in-1, unlike others. And for tonight, they've given us the lowest price ever of $109. I have sold this a million times. Traditionally, it's $179. On offer, it's $149. At $109.99, I've never seen it that low. And I do want to thank Jamie and Lisa, and also Marty, if you're watching upstairs. They gave us free shipping until midnight.
Wow.
So for the next 11 minutes, this is free shipping. So I wanted to save you as much money as I could. Lou, this isn't a luxury, it's an essential.
No, it's something you absolutely have. So we always do the smoke chamber test because I want you to see what the air in your house is like. I mean, it's probably not this smoky, but our homes are sealed up like this now to where the air in your home could be 5 times dirtier than the air outside because everything gets trapped in there. So I'm going to even put more smoke in there because that's how I am. But watch this. I'm going to turn on the unit that's in there right now, and I want you to see how quickly the air starts to move and how quickly it starts to clear that out. And in just the time that I was describing that to you, it is already clear. Yeah, Look at that. I mean, that literally took seconds to go. Yeah, and that's the big deal. You got to be able to move the air to clean the air, and that's exactly what this Therapure unit does.
First product I ever bought at HSN 17 years ago was an air purifier.
Was it?
I never had one, and it's amazing to me to this day how many of us have never had an air purifier.
Which is crazy.
Because we can't see it, we just think it's not there. But the air in this room, and it's horrible to say it, but in all of our rooms, in our homes, it's filthy.
No, they're filthy. Well, because you've got dust, and you've got dander, and you've got pollen, and you've got all the volatile organic compounds that float through the air from your hairsprays and your nail polishes and your furniture. There's just so many things that are in the air in our homes. We don't even realize it. If you got dogs and cats, and they're coming and going in and out the doors, they're bringing stuff in with them, and then it gets trapped in the house, and all your air conditioning system is just pushing it around, okay? So you need to have an air purifier that's going to get them. But this is an air purifier that's got a bit of a difference to it, okay? And you know what I want to do is let's focus on this one down here first, just for a brief second, because I'll show you what the magic is inside of it. But first I want to show you the control panel that's on top of it. It's right here, and it's a touch panel that's on there. And it is so intuitive, Adam. I went to go read the manual for this, and it's literally 1 page. Because it's that simple to do. So when you look at this right here, you can see it's got the on-off switch. That's pretty self-explanatory, right? We've got 3 speeds on the fan on this. Every time one of those fan blades lights up, the speed is increasing on there, okay? We can go up on and that. You've got a special button that controls the UV light that's inside of this, and also the photocatalyst that gets rid of the VOCs that are in there. So you can turn that on, you can see that right there. And also, it lights up in blue down here. Now, for some people, if you're very light sleeper and you're sensitive to that, it has a nighttime mode where I can hit that button, even though everything's still on, the lights have gone off on it. So a lot of great features on there, but the real magic is inside, okay?
And this is this forever filter.
Yeah, it's the forever permanent filter that's on side of it. Now, how is it that it's forever and permanent? It's because you can wash it.
Right.
Well, not wash it, you can vacuum it.
Sure.
I hate the ones you wash because you gotta wait for them to dry.
Yes, indeed.
When you vacuum it, it's easy in, you know? Okay, so I'm gonna take the back of this off. There's the filter that we're talking here. Now, this is a HEPA type filter, okay? It's the absolute best that you can buy. I'm gonna pull this out. I want you to just take a look at this right here, the surface of this. Now, this uses something called hemispheric technology, okay? Basically what it means is that it's curved, and by curving it, it opens the pleats on this.
Interesting.
By opening the pleats, it makes more surface area to capture all the debris that's coming through there. And this is gonna get the big thing. It's gonna get the dander, it's gonna get the dust, the dirt, the pollen, the allergens, all that stuff. Then it goes through the next phase of this. And there's a guard on this that's made of metal, but we have ours detached so I can pull it off. I'm gonna pull that off. That is the ultraviolet bulb right there. And it's not just any ultraviolet bulb, it's a UVC bulb.
Now let me just stop you.
Yes.
That is the thing that
that's the differentiator.
No other air purifier that we sell has that.
Right.
None.
Now, what does that do? It kills living things that are in the air. Like what sort of stuff? Germs and bacteria, staph, You know, anything like salmonella, anything like that that's floating through the air, that's going to grab it. And right here it's showing you all the stages. So you can see the HEPA filter first, there's the UV. The one behind that is what's called a photocatalyst.
Yes.
The photocatalyst is what captures the VOCs, the volatile organic compounds. So it's going to get all those fumes from the off-gassing of your carpet and your furniture and your hairsprays and the nail polish and the kitty litter and all that stuff, all that. But then there's one more step all the way in the back of this, and that's for odors, and that is an ion generator that's inside of this. So this actually produces negative ions that go in the air, and people are like, well, why? Why in the world would you do that? Have you ever stood by a waterfall or you've been like outside after a thunderstorm and you smell the air and it's got this really clean, fresh smell? That's because there's negative ions in the air. But in your home, not only does it give it this nice clean smell, but those negative ions go out in the air and they bind to anything that's positively charged. Like what? Like dust, allergens, and things like that. They bind, they get heavy, they fall to the carpet, you vacuum them up. So this has got it coming and going, man. It does everything.
And truly, that's the sad thing is that we have such a small amount of time for an air purifier that has the most features of any of them.
Oh, it's crazy.
You know, the UV light, very important, helping to kill the germs and bacteria. The ionizer, incredibly important. We're creating and nurturing a healthier, fresher home. On a basic level, no more buying air fresheners or plug-ins or oils or candles. This will get rid of the odors from cooking or pets, smells. But this is also getting rid of the pollution, the dust, the dander, the dust mites, the incredible things that are floating that you do not see. We're saving a ton of money because I don't have to talk about extra filters. There are no extra filters. This is a forever filter. However, here's the fun of it. This is one of our most expensive air purifiers at $180, okay? It is one of our most expensive ones. I would hope now that Lou's been able to guide us through all the extra features. You understand why it's one of the most expensive. Tonight, our team gave it to us at $109.99. It's one of our birthday surprises.
That's
lowest
crazy
price ever.
Wow.
But the final piece of the puzzle is that if you are able to buy it in the next 6 minutes, you get free shipping. This will be available tomorrow and the next day. It's not free shipping. If you buy it before midnight, free shipping and handling. Ultimately, it boils down to, Lou, every home in America should have an air purifier. It's something that nobody should be living without, because if you don't, your lungs do the work.
Yeah, it's your lungs, it's your sinuses, your nasal passages. Those are what actually are doing the work. We buy filters for water. Right. Why wouldn't we filter the air? Think about that for a second. Now, again, let's go back to this. Here's a smoke chamber. I just keep adding smoke to it because, you know, again, that's how I am.
You're showing off, Lou.
I'm showing off, but you know what? It's easy to do when you've got your Therapure tower in here, because watch, the minute I flick it on, did you see the way that just like...
Instant.
I mean, it just burst through that smoke, it seemed, all right? And already the background, you can see it's clearing this out in seconds. So I want you to think about how this is going to work in your home. And here's the neat thing about these. In a kitchen or a bathroom, right? If you put this unit in there, it's going to exchange the air, which means completely purify the air in that room 2 times, okay? At least 2 times. If you put it in a living room or a bedroom or a larger room, it's going to exchange the air in there 3 to 5 times in an hour. Think about that, all the air in that room, so that while you're sleeping at night, when you're cooking and you got all those odors in the kitchen, nobody should walk in your house and know if you had bacon this morning or fish last night. Right. They shouldn't know that. They shouldn't know how many dogs you have, how many cats you have. They shouldn't know that. This is gonna make sure that they don't, because of all the layers of filtration and the extras, the UV bulb, the photocatalyst that's in here, the ion generator, so many things. Let me show you a really good example, okay? Let's just talk about this, because we were talking about how your lungs work harder, right? So this water here represents your lungs. Now, they say that we take about 22,000 breaths a day, and we breathe in about a teaspoonful of dust. Now, what does that look like? Imagine those are your lungs, and there's your teaspoonful of dust going in there,
Isn't that
okay?
scary?
Now, would you drink that?
Absolutely not.
But you're breathing it.
It's ridiculous.
You know what I mean? So that's why I tell people, guys, look, I'd rather have this filter capturing that. And by the way, this is a dirty filter. As you can see, the dust and everything's trapped in there. I could vacuum this and reuse it because it is permanent. But look at that. That's the difference right there. I don't want that. And then, you know, I'm not saying that like people who use hairsprays and nail polish are bad. My wife does. It's not that. It's that these have volatile organic compounds in them, okay? Even if you don't use these, maybe you got a couch that that you just bought. Maybe you've got a brand new rug, and people walk around, they go, oh, I can smell you got new furniture. Not good. You shouldn't be able to smell that. That's the volatile organic compounds coming out of there. Or maybe your furry little friends, and they're kicking up the dust in the kitty litter, okay? It hides what they did, it hides the business, but guess what? That dust gets up in the air.
Yeah.
Where's that going, Adam?
Exactly.
In the lungs.
It's not what you want to do.
You want this.
You know, you go from those of us that struggle with allergies, and although this isn't a cure, obviously if you're cleaning the air, that's got to be a good thing. The itchy eyes, the sniffly nose, especially this time of year, odors and smells. But the truth of the matter is a healthier home for you, for the kids, for the entire family, for our pets. The big difference though, and forgive me for kind of sidetracking this, but this isn't just an air purifier, just like Lou said. This has features that no other air purifier has, and it starts with the ionizer and the UV light.
Right.
Lou, that's so valuable.
No, it's huge. Well, and you know, just a few years ago, we were all spending a whole lot of time indoors, remember? And you know, things that were in the air were bad, okay?